Alright, we're good to go. Hello and welcome to round 4 of the Driven by Speed Tier 1 Championship. Today we are going to be racing at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, named after the legendary F1 driver from Canada, Gilles Villeneuve. We're at Montreal, Canada for the Canadian Grand Prix. So, a little bit of things to go over. I'm sure you guys have heard the news just recently, but if you haven't, I'll give you a little refresher. F1 have done a little bit of a trailer of the upcoming updates to the game, including the 3 tracks we have been looking forward to. So, for the month of September, we will be having Portimao make its debut to the F1 game, along with a few other updates, which include, I think, performance updates and also, yeah, the Aston Martin safety car that will be introduced as well into the game as well. I'm not sure how it will work in terms of whether we choose the safety car or pretty much it'll be like defaulted into the tracks selected, because I know they, in this year's F1 calendar, they've kind of varied the safety car. And why is that camera always like that when the cars go through that second chicane? Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much one of the big news. Another one, and of course, obviously, October will feature Imola, then November will feature the new street circuit coming to Formula 1. That will be Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. So that at least is the news in terms of the F1 game sort of spectrum. Now we go into, I'll give you a little update in terms of like the race reports and the standings. So from last week in Hungary, a couple of things just to go over. 2 incidents again, kind of like what happened in Spain. Already have a retirement, as Orfordrop has retired from the session already. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, actually, he didn't retire on purpose. Well, he has a qualifying ban, as you saw. He retired because in last week's race at Hungary, he got a quality ban for intentionally wrecking out and received 3 license points or penalty points for the intentionally crashing. The second one is between Banana Cake Pie and Dan the Racer. That was in one of the closing laps of the race at turn 2. Dan the Racer had a moment where he lost a bit of the car, but it ended up crossing over into Banana's car, and Banana pretty much crashed out of the race, which then led to being Dan the Racer's fault according to the stewards, and as a result received a 15-second time penalty and 2 penalty points. And also he got another one for not providing footage, so that is a total of 3 penalty points to Dan the Racer. But last week, we had Absolute Unit win the 2nd race in a row, and the podium places were Cantu Crab and one of the reserve drivers that debuted in the Red Bull, that was Lunacy. He got 3rd place after starting from, I think it was 14th, and got to 3rd. But anyway, to the standings, if I can find them real quickly. So, in 1st place is Absolute Unit with 79 points. 2nd is Curving with 64. Big Chich in 3rd with 58. Banana Cake Pie with 50 points in 4th place. In 5th is False Equation with 43. 6th place, Cantu Crab with 42. And tied for 6th along with Lane Everingham. In 8th is Butler with 40 points. Baldhod in 9th with 33, and Honest Kirk rounds off your top 10 with 19. Conehouse in 11th with 16 points. Reedy in 12th with 12 points. Dan the Racer in third, tied for 12th with Reedy with 12 points. And same with Tim Ant in 14th, who did not also participate in last week's race. James Cruz and Blocky Rex are tied for 15th with 10 points, and then 17th is Vision with 5. 18th is Iconic Q with 4, Snowtail with 3, and Orphan Drop with yet even score a single point is in last. So yeah, that is basically the rundown of that so far. So yeah, the track itself here in Montreal, the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, is a 2.7 mile track, or 4.3 kilometers long. There's 14 turns, 2 DRS zones, no, 3 DRS zones, I take that back. One down the pitch straight towards turn 1, another one going down towards turn 8, I believe it is, and then another one down the back straight towards turn 13, which is leading towards the last chicane of the Wall of Champions. So let's see. At the moment, we have Absolute Unit on pole position at the moment with a 1 minute 8.8, followed by Canty Crap, Big Chich, Tim Ant, Vision, BCP, who did his lap on the medium tire, Conehouse in 7th, False in 8th, Baldo in 9th, and Stone Towel rounding off your top 10. Let's see, we'll ride on board with Tim and we'll give you a bit of a guided tour of the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve as we come towards the Wall Champion chicane and begin his lap. Opens up DRS down the main straight, going up towards 195 miles an hour or 313 kilometers an hour into turns 1 and 2. Hopefully the Ferrari will get out of the way. A little bit of a technical section of there, rounding towards the second chicane of turns 3 and 4, and then roundabout towards the end of the first sector at turn 5. Now into turn 6 and 7. Bit of a technical bit as well, left, right sort of chicane. Gotta get a good exit there. Got a little bit squirrely there, unfortunately, there, as he tried to short shift up to 4th. DRS open again towards the turns 8 and 9 complex. He's surprised he didn't get validated there. I'm surprised by that. Down towards the hairpin of turn 11. Brakes and goes all the way down to about 2nd gear. Actually, you have to use 1st gear to get the extra rotation. Down towards the 3rd DRS zone with the DRS wide open, up to speeds of about over 204 miles an hour. Through the fast bit of the Wall of Champions chicane, the Wall of Champions chicane. Crosses the line, does a 1 minute 9.4, but does not improve on his time. But yeah, that's your little guided tour of the place. And is it raining? Oh, it is, actually. Yeah, look, you can actually see a little bit of drops coming down. So the drivers have got to do their laps as quickly as possible, really, if they're going to have to get their fast laps in before the rain comes. Let's see, who would be the next to cross? That looks like Big Chick starting a lap, and there is a Williams behind of Lane Everingham. Crossing the line does a 1 minute 9.8. As Dan the Racer has retired at, looks like to be at turn 5, it looks like. I think that's what it is. And Stone Towel has lost his front wing somehow. Let's see, who can we find that's about to start, or about to cross the line? I think one of the Ferraris might be of Vision? Yeah, Vision. We'll rely along with him. Oh, never mind, he's going to the pits. I take that back. Jonas, now you're invalidated. How about Ballhut? Now you're going to the pit lane. Santal, you're going to the pits. Oh, they're going to the pits, obviously. Butler trying to get a tow from, looks like his teammate, down towards the final straight into the chicane of the Wall of Champions. Not the greatest of runs. Of course, the track is a little bit greasy, I would say, because it's starting to obviously be more intermediate conditions. Yeah, you can see the raindrops visibly on the tarmac, as Butler does a 1 minute 12.2. And Butler has retired on track, but I don't think we're going to see any more times, I guess, from the way it looks. As Banana Cake Pie has also retired, so he'll start at 6. At least it looks like for the moment. Curving does not really go improve. I don't think anyone's going to improve the way it looks. Yeah, into the pits he goes. Well, yeah, this is a pretty short qualifying. So, let's see. Let's go through the order. It's Absolute Unit, Canted Crab, Big Chich, Tim, Vision, BCP, Conehouse, Curving, False, and Lane as your top 10. Baldheart, Stone Tail, James Cruz. The two horses of Dan the Rich and Blocky Rex in 14th and 15th. Honest Crook in 16th. Butler in 17th. Orphan Drop in 18th. And then this... Oh, hello. That's a spin. Yeah. Romp, or I don't know how you say it, RNP. That's actually Ramsey, formerly known. He is taking over for Iconic Q. He is not racing today in the Alfa Romeo, so he is replacing him for tonight's race. I don't know how you pronounce that. Romp? I'm sorry. Oh, hello. Ouch. I'm surprised there's still cars coming out on track, but I mean, they're not going to improve. Blocky's retired. I mean, he's retired in the pit lane. Not surprised. Some of them are still on slick. Some of them are on intermediate tires, but I mean, I don't really see the point. Lane's retired. I guess they're going to be just doing this for a jolly run or something. But yeah, no, they're not going to improve their times, obviously. I'm not sure if this is what the case it will be for the race. But if it is, well, hopefully they'll be ready for it. So, let's see, who would be the first of the intermediate runners to set a lap? I guess it'll be James. Let's see how you do, I guess, since we at least have some cars running around on the track on intermediate conditions, as Ramsey is retired from the session. James going very wide there at turn 2. Matt Gorman, Absolute Unit, guess that's one of his mates. Yeah, he's been in good form lately. He's won 2 races in a row. We'll see if he can make a three-peat here in Montreal. He's currently on pole position. It looks like he will stay on pole. James went very wide there at turn 7. Yeah, mostly if everyone's retired. Let's see. I'm trying to see who would be the closest. It would just be James, I think. Yeah. He's down by 7.5 seconds. Yeah, obviously you're not going to improve your time, buddy. How can't you? Oh, hello. That's a Ferrari spinning. Oh, hello. And almost runs into a Red Bull. Was that? Who was that? I guess that was Conehouse. Or no, that was Baldheart. My bad. Yeah, they are doing a little bit of a jolly run with the intermediate conditions, I see. As he does a little bit of a aquaplane through the hairpin, or as we call it in America, hydroplane. I probably will get a little bit flagged for that. Current having a little bit of run on the intermediate tire. Let's see what Baldheart does as he crosses the line. Does a 1 minute 20.1 on the intermediate tire. Very nicely done there from the Red Bull. Big Chich. Invalidate his lap time. Looks like visual will be the next one. Looks like a time to be will be a 1 minute 32.2 on the intermediate tire. I mean, guess have a little bit of fun whilst we have intermediate conditions going on, I guess. Let's see what curving does. Thought it was like a 1 minute 20.1. What does curving do? He does have a little bit of power slide there. And the had a little bit of aquaplaning at the exit of the turn 14. Does a 1 minute 21.9. As a result of that, looks like James will come around for another lap. Let's see what he does as he crosses the line. And he will set a 1 minute 21.9 as well. Actually, he went slightly quicker than his teammate on intermediate conditions. And we've got a Mercedes round of Big Chich, who has spun around, looks like at turn 10, I want to say. Right about there. Or at least leading to turn 10. Looks like he's got no damage. Oh, hello, we've got a little bit of racing going on here. What's this? Tim and Bordon have a little bit of a scrap, I guess. Practicing for the race. Now, well, he's invalidated his lap time. Oh, well, now we got a race between Chich and Kirby. Well, these two have had a little bit of history with each other in the past. Let's see what happens here. As they come towards the chicane. Oh, no, they don't do anything. They'll just get right into the pits. But Tim and Bordon are having themselves a little bit of a race, I see. As they go around the third chicane towards turn 10 and now to the hairpin of 11. That's a big block up as well there from Tim. Let's see how much of a trail of rubber that he might have laid there going to the hairpin. Tim just trying to get some slipstream now. And we have a Ferrari that's slowing down, obviously running out of fuel. That might be either vision or can't do crap. Tim around the outside, can't make the move done. Has a little bit of an aquaplane. Crosses the line, Botthard and Tim come across. Tim does a 120.9. What did Botthard do on that? I'm not sure, but I'm guessing it was a little bit similar because they were fairly close to each other. And we have 50 seconds left, so yeah, no improvements, obviously. Just, oh, hello. There's a soft tire there in the middle of the road. Tim's lane is now going through. Has a little bit of an aquaplane, or a bit of a, and the car. Oh, hello, that's a spin. And around he goes. It's kind of funny now at this point, not gonna lie. Everyone now just having a little bit of a joyride around here in Montreal. I mean, I know Montreal's known for ice hockey, but I guess they decided we're gonna go do some water sports. I mean, of course, this place is home to the greatest NHL franchise, probably. In historical perspective, the Montreal Canadiens. They did make it to the Stanley Cup last season, but unfortunately lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning, as the Lightning went back-to-back Stanley Cup titles. If I'm trying to remember correctly, I think... How many titles have they won? Like 24? Yeah, 24. The Canadiens have won. Anyway, that's a little bit of hockey talk right there. Just to burn off a little bit of time. And now qualifying is over. So Absolute Unit will be on pole. And I think this will be back-to-back poles from him as well. I think he got pole, if I remember correctly, last time as well, when we were at Budapest. There you go. The Alpine driver on pole position. Oh, look at that. It's actually the same 1-2 from last week. Absolute Unit and Can't Do Crap. And only separated by at least a tenth of a second. Big Chichen's third. Tim Ant, representing Serbia, is in fourth. With Vision in fifth. BCP starting on the medium tire will start in sixth. Carnhouse in seventh. Curving in eighth. False in ninth. And then Lane Everingham rounds out your top 10. There you go. But yeah, I'm not sure what the weather will be Since we did see a little bit of intermediate conditions, will it be dry or will it be wet? Oh, that is completely dry. There you go. And is that a wet weather tire I see in the Red Bull garage? I hope they're not starting wet. Not really wet, boys. But anyway, yeah, everyone will start on the soft tire from the top 10, apart from BCP, who starts in 6th on the medium tire, so he'll get a better advantage in terms of being in a longer stint. So let's see what everyone's on. So yeah, there you go. Top 10, like I said, on soft tires, BCP on the mediums. Let's see through the rest of the grid. Bodhard starts in 11th on the mediums. Stonetel in 12th on the mediums. James Cruz on the mediums in 13th. Dan the Racer will start in 14th on the hard compound tire, so that'll be interesting. So I'm guessing he'll gonna try to go for a one stop maybe. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. Lucky's gonna try to go very aggressive, however. We'll go on the soft tire in 15th place. Honest Crook in 16th on the medium tire. Butler on the soft tire in 17th. So he'll try to go aggressive and see if he can get a better launch off the line. Orphan Drop will start on the medium tire in 18th. Ramsey on the soft tire 19th, and Reedy in 20th. So pretty much the Hasses, the Alpha Towers are walking up 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. And then you got a Williams split in 18th, and then the Alfa Romeos sitting at the back of the grid. So everyone will go into the respective grid slots very shortly. We will be doing 35 laps around Montreal. And absolutely it will lead the field into turn 1. It'll be interesting to see how the chaos might unfold. We did see 2 virtual safety cars and a safety car that happened last week. We'll see how this pans out. There are some accident zones, particularly the chicane, that will definitely be the most likely cause of it because of how deadly the curves are in this game. But we'll see how it fares out. In the meantime, here we go. 35 laps as Reedy will line up into his grid slot, being the last car on there. As now we just wait for the 5 red lights to come on. Here we go. 5 red lights ahead of the drivers here in Montreal. 35 laps to come. It's lights out and away we go. And Cantu Crab gets a very good start off the line. He will lead the field into turn 1. Big Chitch coming down the inside. He's missed contact between the Alpine and the Mercedes. But Cantu Crab takes the lead and pulls away a little bit from the Alpine of Absolute Unit. Tim Ed right now holding on to the 3rd place, whilst the cars lead them down the first sector we go into turn 6 we go, and 7 is Cantu Crab. From Absolute Unit to Tim and BCP, the Aston Martin's 3rd and 4th. So BCP made up a couple of positions there. Vision in 5th place, curving in 6th place, made up about, 3 positions off the line. Good start from him. Konas in 7th, Paulson 8th, Bollard 9th, and Lane's pretty much staying in the top 10. Stonetel, though, meanwhile, has gained a place there. And further back, though, and here comes the AlphaTauri of Butler down the inside of James Cruz. Into the hairpin of turn 11 we go. The Alfa Romeos, meanwhile, Ramsey's got a really good start, up to 14th. And he's going to fight against the McLaren and the AlphaTauri as they go down the back straightaway. Oh, a little bit of sideways up from the Stonetel, and we got an accident, I think. And False Equation is out. He is the first victim of the Wall of Champions. No, that's the inside barrier of the Wall of Champions. And we got front wings everywhere and a virtual safety car that has been deployed. Ramsey, though, and Dan the Racer have picked up damage, but they needed a full safety car, not a virtual safety car. But very interesting start there. Big Chitch, though, meanwhile, has fallen down from being in the top 5 to 17th place after the contact between him and the Alpine. Well, let's see the positions change. Blocky, though, has gained 7 positions so far, from 15th to 8th. Very good start there from the Haas driver. So he's definitely one of the big winners. Big Chich, obviously the biggest loser out of the bunch in this whole pack that went all the way down 14 places. Alright, now this is a pretty long virtual safety car period. Hopefully we can get back into green soon. Very long, actually. Not much separating between Cantu Crab and Absolute Unit. It's only about 0.4 of a second. And there's Tim Ant, not too far away either. We're still waiting. As whilst the marshals are trying to clear up the debris at the pit straight, and now we can go racing again. Cantu Crab actually had a pretty decent launch away from the Alpine of Absolute Unit, but Absolute Unit got a very good exit there out of the chicane, as DRS is now enabled, since we are now at lap 3 of 35. There you go, rear wing is now open for the Alpine. It's not close enough. BCP, though, meanwhile, is leading a bit of a train from right behind. He's got curving Texas all over the back of him as well. Yeah, the McLaren and the Aston Martin now running towards turn 11. Does he think about it? No, he's not going to make a move just quite yet. But he has the grip. BCP, though, might be struggling for pace a little bit, as those tires are still a little bit cold as they go down now towards the straight, towards the wall of champions. DRS over from the McLaren. This should be a fairly easy overtake, and it is. Curving now takes 4th place ahead of BCP. Absolute Unit, that's the fastest lap of the race so far. And what's happening back here? It's Blocky. He's had a bit of a moment, I think, at the World Champions. As Bitch's just the fastest lap. And here comes James Cruz down the inside. Oh, a little bit of lag there. And he might lose another place there to Oscar. No, he does not. He holds the position for the time being. Up towards the front, though. Absolutely, and we'll have DRS again on the Ferrari as they head now down towards the chicane of turn 8 and 9. We go. Hold and stay there. Can't too crowd. Oh, he might be a little bit under pressure as that Alpine's all over his gearbox. Absolutely does not think about it. He just stays back a little bit. Tim has lost a little bit of time, though, from the rest of from the top 2. As now they go down towards the back straightaway. Here comes Absolutely with DRS. This should be easily straightforward, and it is. Absolutely now takes the lead back of the Canadian Grand Prix. And he will get DRS as well, since he was having DRS at the first detection point. Curving now sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:11.2. As there he is now trying to close in on Tim Ant as Blocky Rex has come into the pits. I assume to change his front wing. As Absolute Unit already has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That's going to be something you'll see around here. Is definitely the penalties being brewed. As what is happening here? It's Ramsey. He's had a bit of a moment at the same corner as Blocky did. And he's got end plate damage, so he has to go to the pits for sure. So let's see, who has the penalty so far? Orphan Drop has a 5-second time penalty. I'm not sure what that was for. I'm guessing there might have been a collision between somebody. We'll have to look at the race director later. Is that the Alpha again of Ramsey? It is, I think. He's going very slowly. Yeah, he's got to do an entire lap without an end plate. And now Absolute Unit has cleared off Cancer Crap from DRS as Ramsey has retired on track. That is something that might have to be looked at. As Curving and Conehouse, or no, that's Conehouse and VCP, my bad. Conehouse has gone past the Aston Martin for 5th place. And now Tim is starting to close in on Cantu Crap. Ramsey has left the session as the AI car is on track. Oh boy, this might interfere a lot of the drivers. I hope it doesn't. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like to see is people retire on track. If you're gonna retire, retire in the pit lane. Simple as that. As Drop has retired from the race. He has crashed at turn 7. And how is that not a safety car? Well, there you go. There is a safety car. And, oh, hello. VCP's at a moment as well. At the exit of turn 9. What happened here to the Aston Martin? And Banana King Pie's been disqualified. You're joking. He got disqualified. What? For what? Facing the wrong way? Well, hold on. Let me look at this. I need to look at the race director here. What was Orphan Drop's penalty though, first of all? Yeah, the collision with Honest Crook. You're joking. Yeah, BCP has been disqualified for facing the wrong way. What was he supposed to do? He wasn't even entirely facing the wrong way, Codemasters. Are you kidding? Okay. I'm baffled by that. But wow. But Banana Pie has been disqualified for facing the wrong way. Even though he wasn't really facing the wrong way. So, anyway, Bardon and Stone Tail have stayed out. They're now first and second. And Absolute Unit has pitted. Oscar has not pitted, but everyone else behind him, apart from Reedy, has pitted. Onto the set of medium tires. Yeah, and this race is obviously a two-stop strategy. If you're on the soft tire, you can go soft, medium, medium, or soft, medium, soft, depending how you manage the tire life. But yeah, the one stop obviously is not the way to go. Soft to hard is no, and absolutely is missing. Wasn't he missing his helmet last week? It's happened again. Oh, Codemasters, you never disappoint me. Seriously. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh. Right. So, guys that have retired, Orphan Drop has crashed out. How did he crash there is my question. At that, from where his car was, he crashed at the entry towards the middle of the corner, the runoff area of the corner at the corner of turn 7, or 6 I should say. Yeah, I mean, like, how did he do that? My guess is that he must have either gone sideways and hit the wall there? I mean, I have no clue. But yeah, once again, Orphan Drop is not scoring points. For the 4th race in a row. Yes. Oh, hello, what's going on here? Kermit apparently going ahead of Tim? Oh, don't tell me these two have the... they have the overtake glitch. Oh, you're joking. So, I'm guessing what this case is that Kermit was told to overtake Tim, and then Tim tried to get back the place, and the game's like, nope. Alright, well, that's nothing new from this game. Anyway, 6th car is in this lap, as you can see. Butthead will lead the field till they get towards the start-finish line, which is the control line. And you gotta remember, you do not pass until you cross the line. Butthead can simply just go whenever he wants, and there he goes. Butthead now leads the field to Stone Towel, to Absolute Unit, and here comes Can't Do Crap down the inside. Around the outside into turn 2. There's the McLaren of Curving Texas trying to go around the AlphaTauri of Honest Crook, and he does get his muscles through and into 5th place as Reedy gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Yeah, so Stone Towel and Bottom will be under absolute pressure from the cars behind, since they are under since they have fresher tires. And that is a Red Bull round. And was that an incident between Butler and Konas? I'm not entirely sure. As Vision's gone into the barrier, and he's missing his front wing. Lane gets a 3-second time penalty, and Vision has lost his front wing completely. Meanwhile, absolutely trying to go around the outside of Stone Tower, makes the move done, and he's through. Now the chase is on to get Bodhard, and then try to clear away the rest of the field so he can try to pull away. Stone Tower might think about, no, he does not. I think he knows what his fight is, really. He knows he's not in the battle for the race win. And there's Canty Crab right behind as well. And DRS is not enabled just quite yet. There's Lane and Reedy battling out right now. Round turn 2. Around the outside goes the Williams. The Alfa Romeo has the inside line, gets the move done. Anyway, looks or holds the position, I should say. And now Prado has now lost the positions there to Absolute Unit, and Absolute now is in the lead again of the Canadian Grand Prix. And here comes Canty Crab, and we've got another moment there. It's one of the passes of Dan the Racer that's got had a bit of a moment there. Here's Canty Crab and Curving Texas. Oh, they go a little bit squirrely there on the exit of turn 9. Now coming towards the hairpin of turn 11. Around the outside. Oh, on the inside goes Canty Crab. Oh, a bit close there, but Curry had the better traction there at the exit of the corner. No DRS just quite yet. That'll be until the next lap. But yeah, the McLaren and the Ferrari and the Aston Martin have got to get past these two as quickly as possible if they want to try any sort of chance of catching Absolute Unit. Car's going a little bit sideways there. Reedy has lost a couple of positions at the exit of the final chicane. Now rounding turn 2. Curving right behind the Stone Towel. DRS is now enabled again. And yellow flags again. That is for Dan the Racer going very slowly at the back straightaway. I'm not quite entirely sure what's been going on with him. Might have damage maybe. I don't know, he's just going very slow. I can see that on the mini-map. He's just not going very fast. He just lets go of Vision, I'm guessing. Maybe to redress. Curving's gonna try. He's gotta try to see if he can get past the Mercedes and the Red Bull ahead. He's got DRS, as those don't tell, but he's got the fresher tires around the outside. They're gonna go 2 by 2. This could be interesting as they Constantina up. Can't get the move done at all. He just holds position there. There comes Canty Crab trying to get by the McLaren. He can't get the move done just quite yet. He has to stay back just a little bit further. As Dan the Racer still going very slowly. Which house is it? Yeah, it's Dan the Racer. 7. Loads are going slowly. Lane another 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings. That's 6 seconds added to his name. Curry now using overtake. He's got some battery that he can use. He's got at least over a quarter of it. And he should get past the Mercedes, and he does. But he runs wide at the exit, but he gets it done. He's now into 3rd place. Butler a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Now Curry just needs to get past Bodhard for 2nd place. And now Canty Crab now goes around the outside with DRS, but Stone Tower gets DRS as well, but slots behind the Ferrari. Wisely so. Now he goes into 4th place. They chase a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. There's going to be a lot of penalties we'll be seen towards the end of the race, I'm sure of it. There's Curry right behind Bodhard. McLaren right all over the back of the Red Bull. He'll be under tremendous threat as they go through the first chicane. Rounding turns 5 now to 6 and 7. Here we go. Auto a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. I don't need that camera shot that cut mess. I want to look at the front. Absolutely right now. He's got a 3.6 3.6 second margin between himself and Baudard. Well, should be soon between himself and Curving. This Curving will get the DRS. But what's the yellow flag for? Oh great, we're not getting just stupid localized yellows. Anyways, here comes Curving to the inside. Easily done. Through and past the Red Bull for second place. Absolute Unit and Curving do have penalties, but Cantor Crab does not. Reedy now gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Tim right behind, there's the Stone Towel, still holding strong. He was one of the guys that started on the medium tire at the start of the race. Pretty soon his teammate might come in the picture here. Well, at least a good thing to note is that at least Stone Towel's lasted longer than his brother in this race. Jack only lasted, what, about 6 laps, and Prezzo's only at 14. Conehouse another 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. And here is Canty Crab. He's got a little battery in that Ferrari as he's going to try to go around the inside. Should be getting that move in straight forward. He does. Into third place goes Canty Crab. Back into the podium positions yet again. Will we see another Canty Crab podium again? We'll have to wait and see. He could be in line for a win if he can close the gap between himself and Curving, and also Absolute Unit, who have penalties. How many of them exactly? Is it still? Yeah, 3 seconds. Oh, I jinxed it. Now it's a 3-second time penalty for Canty Crab, unfortunately, so now it's even play. But the guy does not have penalties that is in line to battle them is Tim Ant, who has none. Now watch as I jinx him, and he'll get a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, almost all the drivers have got penalties to their names. Still got some that have yet to get a penalty. Trying to use up all the battery he can. He's got probably about, I want to say about 30% of the battery, maybe 35%. As Walkie gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Crook meanwhile battling out with Conehouse for 10th place. And also a reminder too, in case you forgot, the top 15 do score points. So from Absolute Unit to all the way down to Vision will score points at the end of the race. Hey, look at that, I actually called it. Tim Mack gets a 3-second time penalty. There you go. Called it right there. Let's see, who has yet to get a penalty? Stone Towel, James Cruz, and Vision. They're the only ones that don't have penalties to their names. As James Cruz gets past Lane Everham for 8th place. And he's on soft tires, so he's going very aggressive here on this, whatever strategy he's trying to pull off. As Tim Eds finally get past Baudard to 4th place. And right, that gap is pretty steady between Absolute Unit and Curving at 3.1, make that 3 seconds. They're not far away. You can still see the Alpine. Oh, hello, Tim. What's happened to you? Had a little bit of a moment, I guess, yeah? At the exit of the final chicane. I mean, he seems like he's intact, at least for the moment. Stone Towel all over the back of Baudard. They have to make a pit stop, though, eventually. Lane Everham, another penalty to his name. I think that's 9 seconds added to his name for penalties. As they go down towards the chicane of turns 8 and 9. And there's Big Chich. All over the back of Prezzo. Might see T. Morris come into play. And have Big Chich pass since he is on fresher tires. And the guys in front of them have yet to make a pit stop as well. So I'll try to make some kind of move, look like, but not close enough. Oh, Chich got a very bad exit there. Overshot the chicane, and he's lost a fair amount of ground to his teammate. He was near the gearbox, and now he's at 1.3 seconds behind his teammate. Say who's close right now is Tim. He's getting close to the Ferrari. Oh, can't do crap. In this battle for the final podium position. He does have DRS. And obviously not close enough, but he's going to try everything he can to get close to the Ferrari. He's got, it looks like to me, he's got the better pace as well. Now James Cruz gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Now that leaves to 2 drivers to go. And who's that that's going around? That's Conehouse. Oh, hello. Oh, that's a whack into the barrier. He has crashed at the same place that Banana did. Except he didn't get disqualified. I still don't understand how he got disqualified. Banana wasn't really completely facing the wrong way on my end. Yeah, it's just a bizarre incident. Lap 19 of 35. Absolutely, it's still holding the lead by a steady margin of 3 seconds to Curving. Can't crap behind him with 2.4 seconds, and then Tim is closing in on the Ferrari for the battle for 3rd place. And I think Tim will get him pretty soon. He's got some battery to use. He got over almost half of it left to use. Oh, hello. That curve almost swallowed him up. And they now make their way down towards the hairpin. Oh, big lock up there from the Aston Martin. A very easy place to lock up your front right tire at that hairpin. For the Aston Martin. Cantercraft does not have any battery left. Tim closes in. Not close enough, but he will get another run of DRS down the pit straight. Still doesn't use any battery, he's just trying to save as much as he can. And you can see that red dot, the red light indicating that he does not have any resources to use in the energy recovery system. Bought out a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. I think that's now 6. His name? Yeah. Who's got the most so far? Reedy and Lane so far are tied for the most penalties. Stone Towel and Vision have yet to score a penalty. Surprisingly, it's not as bad as I thought it was in terms of penalties. I've seen worse around Canada. I know how very easy it is to exceed track limits or cut corners around this place because the track limits in this track are horrendous. I probably would say they're the closest ones to being horrendous, along with Australia. As clouds are now starting to roll in here in Montreal. Wonder if there's chances of rain coming in as Big Chich now comes into the pits. Is this a scheduled stop? Yeah, it is. He's going to another set of medium tires. This will carry him to the end of the race. Stonetail still carrying on. Obviously trying to go for a one-stop. He's probably just praying for a safety car at this point, so he can get onto the soft tire. So far, pretty much everyone's all spread out. Not too oh, hello. What have we got here? Chich and Conehouse bowing out. So they came out at the same time when Big Chich came out of the pit lane. So he's ahead, nonetheless. So, 2.6 seconds is the margin now. The gap slowly went down, but not by much, between Curving and Absolute Unit. Dan the Racer, another penalty to his name, multiple warnings. 3 seconds. Absolutely, it's coming to the pits. Curving stays out. Can't do crap comes in. And, oh, so close. Tim now comes in. So the guys that are fighting for the podium are in the pits. Bollard and Stone Towel stay out. Let's see where they come out. They should be coming out ahead of the AlphaTauri of Butler, and he does get ahead. But Can't Do Crap is in the middle of the crossfire of it. He gets ahead of Honest Crook, same with Tim. But they have to get past Butler. Oh, with the Stone Towel's out a moment. Oh, he is literally stuck. He cannot back up. There's so much traffic going past him. Gets it going again. Tries to flick the car around. Oh, shit! Reese crashed into him. Reedy and Stone Towel are out of the race. Not the greatest little bit of re-entry, and a safety car has now been deployed again. Reedy and Stone Towel coming together after the Stone Towel crashed. He tried to get going again, but was stuck on the racing line, and Reedy just crashed into him. Curving is in the pits. This has helped Curving a lot. On the way it looks, he's on the soft tire, so he's going to bring the threat to at least try to win the race. Can't Do Crap, meanwhile, stuck behind a lapped car of Dan the Racer. As they, oh, great. He can't even get past the lapped car. Come on, game. Okay, at least, okay, now Dan the Racer's just laying them through. Okay, interesting. But, interesting turn of events. Now Boddard is in 5th place. The safety car has definitely helped him. He was at the, let's see, where was he at before? He's gained 6 places, so he started at 11th. And he's up to 5th. Now he's gained quite a few positions over the course of this race. He did stay out after the first safety car. He's fortunate that the second one came out, and he's now in position to fight for the race win. Could we see the team owner? Can we see the league owner win here in DBS? Oh, yes, we might see a different race winner, or we might see this man win his 3rd race in a row. You're gonna get with no help. It's funny. Yeah, right now your order is, we've only got 14 cars left. Everyone's got a penalty apart from Vision. He's the only one that does not have a penalty to his name. We have Absolute in 1st, Curving in 2nd, Can't Do Crap in 3rd, Tim in 4th, but he's dealing with the lapped car of Dan the Racer. I think he's the only lapped car, really. Yeah, he is the only lapped car. Bodhard in 5th, Big Chicken in 6th, Lane Everingham in 7th place, James Cruz in 8th, Butler in 9th, and Konas rounding off your top 10. Nice Crook in 11th, Flocky in 12th. So this kind of brought him back to the race a little bit. And Vision in 13th, with Dan the Racer in 14th, but being lapped. I think the wisest thing for him to do, though, if I were Dan the Racer, just let the pack through and just pit. Just pit if you have to. I think it would be the fairest thing to do, really. Safety car is now in this lap. So Bert Mylander will come back into the pits yet again. He has been a very busy man for the 4 rounds we've done so far of this league. Maybe next week you can test the Aston Martin safety car. So absolutely will be warming up his tires, Curving following right behind. Ready to get going. He's got the fresh set of softs and he's got the grip. obviously to attack. Absolutely, looks like he's going, and he is going now. And not a bad jump at all. He's got a 0.6 of a second margin. Got curving, sleeping a little bit as they now make their way through turns 1 and 2. Absolute in the lead, curving in second, Cantu Crap in third, Tim in fourth, Bottled in fifth, Beaches in sixth, Lane in seventh, James in eighth, Butler in ninth, and Conehouse rounding off your top 10. I want to keep my eyes, though, a little bit on the battle for the race win. And these guys have the same amount of penalties, I think. Yeah, the top 4 have 3 seconds, so, but Butler has 6. So he might lose a place unless some of the other drivers can maybe get the same amount of penalties that he does. There's curving and Lane around the outside. Oh, he gets into the barrier there a little bit, clips it. Don't know if he's got damage, but I think he's through, and he is. Ahead of Big Chich into 6th place. He's finished 4th in the last 2 races we've done. Here comes Beaches. Oh, he thought about it. Well, what's going on behind there? Butler goes into the pitch. James and Conehouse spelling out. Here comes Vision right behind the Alpha Tauri. Not close enough. A little bit of squabble there between the battle for 9th place. As Curry's lost a little bit of ground there. He was about 7/10 on the first lap. Was the gap. Now it's gone up to about a second between him and Absolute Unit. Conehouse with a penalty to his name. He's pulled away from Cantu Crap. Cantu Crap has got Tim and Barnard for company. DRS, of course, not enabled just quite yet. They have to wait until the next lap till DRS can be enabled. Meanwhile, Barnard's gone ahead. Him? Yes, he has. Barnard's gone to 4th. Now he's got to chase down the Ferrari. Cantu Crap. 1.1 seconds between curving Absolute. Absolute sets the fast lap on the race on the medium tire. A 1:10.2. So those medium tires are looking pretty good for the Alpine. Conehouse, James battling out of turn 2. Conehouse around the outside. Now into the 3rd chicane, or turn 3, I should say. Oh, squeezes through. Oh, a little bit of a little bang there into the barrier, but they've gone through at least cleanly. No damage, it looks like. Conehouse into 8th place. Absolutely, it's got 1.4 seconds now to curving. He's got really good pace on those mediums for sure. Oh, big lock up there from Bodod. Walking up that front right tire. Now head down towards the back straight, towards the chicane of the wall, where the World Champions are. One of the accident prone areas, of course. A lot of the chicanes are pretty much. 28 35 in this race. Ball all over the back of Cantu Crap. Butler gets a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings for the Alpha Tauri. Cantu Crap has a little bit of a bad run there at the exit of the first chicane. Now rounding 6, turning 6 and 7 we go. Cantu Crap gets better traction though. But Baldot's got DRS to get closer. And Vision's now got a penalty, so everyone in the grid has penalties. As Cantu Crap really cut the corner there at turn 9. Now down towards the hairpin. Baldot is now closer to the Ferrari. And he's going to get DRS, uses the battery. He's got the slipstream as well. Gains on the Ferrari, goes to the right, goes into the World Champion chicane. He's through, and Cantu Crap gets a penalty for good measure. Meanwhile, though, Tim gets a better run as well, and he'll be gained through, I think. He should be able to, and he does. Tim is now into fourth, but the way it looks, he might get third. Because Baldock's got 6 seconds of penalties compared to Tim's 3 seconds. Meanwhile, up front, though, the gap has been very steady between Curving and Absolute Unit of 1 second. Curving just not finding the pace that he needs to get close to the Alpine. And Honest Crook is out of the race. He's crashed out. And another safety car has been deployed. The 3rd safety car of the night. That is now 3 safety cars. So what does everyone do now? We're going to be soon going to 6 laps to go. What does Absolute Unit do? He stays out. He dummies him. He's staying out. Curving stays out as well. Baldock stays out. I think the rest of the field will be staying out of. And yep, that's what the case is. Top 9 stay out. Blocky doesn't. He's coming into the pits. He's pretty much got a free pit stop because Butler is behind with damage. I wonder if there was a collision between the 2 AlphaTauris. Not quite entirely sure. I mean, all I saw was that Honest Crook was just parked right around the right side past the Aramco sign on the right side barrier. Alright, so now we have 6 laps to go. Safety car will probably come in, well, the rest of the queue catches up. Should be able to come in maybe by lap 32 or 33. We might actually have a 2-lap shootout or 3-lap shootout. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, no one pitted apart from Blocky. He's the only one, well, and Butler as well. They're the only ones that did pit. I think Dan the Racer might have pitted as well. And yeah, now he's gotten ahead of Honest Crook. And he's way down the field as well. And that's Butler right behind him as well. But Dan the Racer's lapped. He's lapped almost by almost everybody. What are these two doing? Keep an eye on this for a little bit. Butler doesn't really do anything hasty. Obviously he knows that he has to stay behind because he can't go past him under the safety car. That's quite the unfortunate thing though. I wish in this game that like if you weren't ahead of the lead pack and weren't lapped, like you can pass the safety car. Or should it be like a NASCAR or IndyCar? Like, let's say if you're a lap down, you know, you can make the wave around and get onto the lead lap. Not the case, unfortunately. Safety car is now in this lap for the 3rd time. So it comes in on lap 31. And we will have 4 laps to go until the checkered flag. So we might see some drama here. It seems like it never disappoints when we get to the final few laps of this league. That's what it seems like so far from what I've been seeing here for the 4 races we've been doing so far. Stuntel's left the session, don't blame him for it. Absolutely can go whenever he wants. He doesn't need to go as soon as he gets a line, but he goes now. But Covey is much closer this time. He wasn't fooled. James Cruz a 5-second penalty for severe collision with Conehouse. As they now make their way down around toward turns 1 and 2. Caught on in 3rd, right behind Curvy. Podium place. It could be his first podium. We'll have to wait and see. As someone's gone around. That's a Red Bull Conehouse. And Lane! They've had it coming together. What's going on here between the Williams and the Red Bull? Meanwhile, Blocky, right around the inside of Vision. He's got the move done. The Haas up into 8th place. We'll see where everyone scores after the penalties are over. Meanwhile, these two are still having a scrap. I think Lane might have damage after that collision. What would look like to be a collision between him and Conehouse. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not quite entirely sure. I guess it seems fine. I mean, the only thing about this game too is that you can't really tell, like, sometimes when someone has damage and it looks like the wing's, like, you know, perfectly intact. That's the weird thing about this game. Yeah, it looks like Lane doesn't have damage, so he's continuing on. Yeah, so it was just a coming together. Lap 33 of 35. Absolutely, he's got a 1 second lead to Curving, Texas. Baldwin is right behind by 7/10 to Curving. Tim is 6/10 behind of the Red Bull. Cantu Crab right now out of the podium places. Penalty situation though, Tim will be the guy that can get the final podium place unless he gets another penalty. So DRS will be enabled coming this lap. 0.8 of a second separate between the Alpine and the McLaren. So 2 laps of DRS is all you get here. As Tim now gets a penalty. So this might leave Cantu Crab to get a podium, by the looks of things. He just needs to close up a little bit. Absolute units and Curving separate by a second. Curving is not going to get DRS for sure. He's a little bit over a second. Unfortunately, yeah, to his liking. Yeah, he is. He's 1 second behind. The only thing he's got to hope for is the Alpine to get another penalty. Curving cannot afford to get another penalty. If he does, that's game over for him. And same story with Absolute Unit. If he gets another penalty, that's game over for him as well to get the win. Got DRS. He should. Yes, he does. He's closing in. Bulldogs used up all the battery. Not close enough. Oh, Tim locks up the rear axles as well. Here we go. Final lap. Butler and Vision having a little bit of a scrap. There's Block. He's lost a couple of positions there. There's the other half of Dan the Racer. So now we start the final lap. Butler and Tim around the outside into turn 3. Oh, Butler brakes just a little bit later than Tim does. I think Absolute might have this win unless he gets another penalty. Curving's right now 1 second behind. He's trying to use up all the he does not have any battery whatsoever to his disposal. Butler gets a really squirrely exit. Tim gets a good exit though compared to him. As they now get to the hairpin. Tim does not brake later than he does. He doesn't go for the move. DRS will be enabled for the Aston Martin. This is the final attempt. This could be pulling for 4. Tim's got the advantage. He's got the move done. But out in front, it's Absolute who will take the checkered flag now. And he wins the Canadian Grand Prix. His 3rd win in a row here in DBS. His Vision's out of the race. Curving finishes 2nd. Big Chich, where did he come from? He finishes in 3rd. Tim finishes in 4th, Botto in 5th. Blocky will finish in 6th place. Where did Big Chich come from? Blocky gets driver of the day, 15th to 6th. Good drive from the the Haas driver. But once again, another win for the Baguette crew, as Absolutely gets his third win in a row and extends his championship lead after the 4th round. But well done. Got pole, got the fastest lap. Job well done. Kevin finishing in 2nd, Big Chich finishing in 3rd place. It was a bit of an interesting race overall, but a very well done for Absolute Unit. The three-peat for the Alpine driver. Curvin gained another podium. Oh, actually, yeah, I think this is his, no, I think this is his first one. I take that back. No. Was it? No, he got podium in France. I'm trying to remember now. Big Chicks finishing in 3rd, Tim in 4th, Bot on 5th, Lucky 6th, Can't Do Crap in 7th, James Creers in 8th, Butler in 9th, Lane, Everingham in 10th, Conehouse in 11th, Vision 12th, Dan the Race in 13th, Honest Crook in 14th, Reedy 15th, and pretty much the rest of the field behind did not finish. And also very unfortunate for BCP as he got disqualified during the race. But at least the good news is we got through this race without any sort of maintenance issues, any sort of problems that we've incurred over the past few weeks since starting this league. But yeah, no, it was a good race. Canada doesn't really provide so much amazement, really, to my eyes. But I mean, it wasn't that bad of a race overall. But yeah, another win for Absolute Unit, his 3rd race win in a row. He seems to be the more dominant guy at the moment as well. Alpine increasing somewhat of their championship lead in the constructors, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that is going to be it. For the next week, we will be heading to Zandvoort, Max Verstappen land for the Dutch Grand Prix. Should be quite a interesting race. Definitely a great hot lap sort of track. Doesn't really provide too much overtaking opportunities that often, but you never know. We might get some more drama, more safety cars involved. We've had 4 of them in a row, all of them in the 4 races we've done so far. Have 3 of them tonight. But anyway, I think that should be the closing of this stream for now. Until next week, my name is Katie1997. Thank you everyone for watching, and good night.